Imperialism, and if we really want to organize ourselves as anti-imperialist struggle for the new revolution, we have to focus on those issues. And the countries like Bangladesh, or for that matter, other weaker countries, they sometimes the imperialism define them as a failed state. And also there is the intervention in the name of humanitarian intervention. So you are talking to and the imperialism is intervening in the name of saving the people of Bangladesh. So I think we need, obviously we don't have too much time to discuss about that, but I'll be very happy if there is some scope, either bilaterally or maybe in some other session, small workshop, really talk about it before we leave for this forum. Thank you very much.
Between you and me.
Between you and me, and that's told. So I would like to pose a question to Paulo, and may Anna help me. Maybe Ernesto could take part into this question too. I would like to ask Paulo to analyze or to talk about the very delicate triangular entanglement between Venezuela, Brazil, and the United States. We know that maybe this is related to another research project, the emerging country. And we know that Venezuela in recent years has actively proposed a lot of regional initiative towards regional development, regional cooperation. And I encourage you to visit our website. Ernesto has organized, we found him very much. He organized a lot of case study, 8 case study for this, to introduce the Venezuela's initiative to promote regional cooperation. I think it's a rare chance to understand Venezuela's effort to promote regional cooperation against the geopolitical dominance by the United States. I think it is a rare chance for us because it will not covered by mainstream media, it will not covered by mainstream academic study. I really encourage you to visit our website to read into Venezuela's case study. So now my question is, we know that Venezuela is very active in promoting this regional initiative, and of course Brazil is very important regional force in this area. But at the same time, we know that Brazil has established a very close strategical relationship with the United States, not only in terms of this diplomatic relationship, but in terms of its economic developmental strategic. So I would like to ask Paulo how Brazil conceives its very special position between the United States, attempt to dominate the region, and the Venezuelans' effort to try to establish another kind of regional solidarity and regional cooperative.
Thank you very much. I would like to ask this question in Spanish, so could the translators help me on this, please? Bueno, muchas gracias por la invitación a este foro de cooperación sur-sur, y bueno, tenía ahorita una crítica constructiva a la hora de dar el derecho de palabra, ¿no? Porque creo que hay un sesgo a favor de los participantes más veteranos, y creo que bueno, hay poca participación de los jóvenes. Me gustaría ver mayor participación de los jóvenes a la hora de realizar las preguntas. Bueno, muchas gracias por la participación de los panelistas, muy interesante todas sus presentaciones. Tenía 2 preguntas particulares, una para el profesor Habashi en relación al cuál ha sido, o bueno, cuál el rol pasado, presente y futuro de los grupos islamistas en este nuevo contexto político en Egipto y en la región, ¿no? ¿Cuál ha sido el rol de los grupos islamistas en el pasado y su relación con el poder de la dinastía Mubarak, como usted lo dijo, ¿no? ¿Cuál fue el rol de esos grupos islamistas en el pasado? ¿Cuál es el rol de esos grupos en el presente y cuál pudiera ser el rol de esos grupos islamistas en el futuro, dado su victoria en las recientes elecciones, ¿no? La otra pregunta para el profesor Paulo era que, bueno, en el contexto de las relaciones geopolíticas, como lo mencionaba el compañero Erebus, me gustaría preguntarle cuál es su opinión crítica en relación a este nuevo acercamiento que ha tenido la presidenta Dilma Rousseff con Estados Unidos, sobre todo en el contexto energético, donde actualmente Estados Unidos ha declarado que Brasil se convertirá en el futuro suplidor seguro de energía, específicamente petróleo, para Estados Unidos, desplazando el rol que ha tenido Venezuela en este contexto energético. Y cuál es la posición o cuál es su opinión sobre la verdadera posición de Brasil en torno a la comunidad de estados latinoamericanos y caribeños, CELAC, que comenzó, bueno, que comenzó a tomar funcionamiento hace una semana en Caracas, que se fundó la comunidad de estados latinoamericanos y caribeños. O sea, ¿cuál es el papel que juega Brasil en esos dos frentes, ¿no? El frente hacia Latinoamérica y luego el rol que tiene Brasil también con su relación con Estados Unidos, ¿no? ¿Cuál podría ser entonces el verdadero rol de Brasil entre estos dos grupos, entre Estados Unidos y la comunidad latinoamericana?
Mire, yo encuentro una contradicción entre la exposición del profesor Anshan, que nos habla de una relación de amigos, de compañeros, de socios de China, África y otros países, y la exposición del doctor Ho-Fung, que nos habla de inversiones. En el Ecuador, China ha sustituido al Fondo Monetario Internacional. El Fondo Monetario Internacional hacía préstamos al 4,5% y China lo hace al 7,5%. La introducción de la mercadería china a Ecuador está destruyendo el artesanado ecuatoriano porque compite con precios por demás bajos. Este comportamiento ha disminuido la simpatía que tenía el pueblo ecuatoriano con la Revolución China. Desearía saber de los dos expositores cómo deberíamos ver a China en el futuro, como un aliado para el desarrollo o un sustituto de las agencias internacionales de crédito.
I have one question to colleague Mamdouh Habashi and one to colleague Ho-Fung. First question, what are the cleavages in politically active forces in Egypt? What cleavages, so lines of differentiation? What different tendencies, groups, positions are formed in Egypt, in politically conscious elements in Egypt due to the civil war and foreign intervention in Libya? I'm asking that because for my part of the world, for post-Soviet countries, it's a very important factor that helped us to start thinking about very important things. And my second question to colleague Ho-Fung. Burma or Myanmar is a symptom, I think, for Chinese policies and politics, and it's a fact that should be seriously analyzed. Do you think that Burma is going really to go away from cooperation with China, and is it application of a new American policy of recognizing serious democratic changes in the countries on the basis of only one factor, going away from China or going away from cooperation with Russia, for example, with geopolitical competitors?
There's a question.
This is a question for Mahmoud. Thank you for your presentation. Okay, Mamdouh. Thank you very much for your presentation on the situation in Egypt. I have a concern for the minorities in Egypt and across the Arab world. So, what do you think about the coming to the power of the Islamists in Egypt of the implications? Because in Iraq, in Afghanistan, and in Libya, after the installation of these new regimes, religious minorities, especially the Christians, are in a very perilous situation. So, what do you think about the situation in Egypt and other, of course, not only Christians but females and so on? So, what do you think about this? Thank you.
Thank you for a great panel. I have two small comments. One is the way China is, and emerging powers, but particularly China, is perceived in the African context. That more and more it is understood that China is a global player, it's a global power, and it's playing at every level. But Chinese interventions in Africa, the investments and the trade and so on, have created policy space. In other words, there is maybe a smaller room for maneuver that exists at the level of the African policymakers, and I think that's important to bear in mind as well, so that whatever the concerns from the other end are, seen from the African point of view, there are also some possibilities that do exist, and the question often is, from the African side, there is no strategy, there is no global strategy for engaging with China, and I think there is something to sort out at that level. Egypt and North Africa more generally, I wonder the extent to which the progressive forces were prepared for what happened. Because we have seen the Islamists all across North Africa, Morocco, Tunisia, Libya, Algeria, Egypt. The Islamists have taken the majority in all these cases. To what extent were the progressive forces prepared for the kind of transformations? Because they've been overtaken completely by what is going on there now.
Is there anyone else? Yeah. Okay, one more.
我有一个问题问一下孔高峰博士。前天埃瓜多尔的前部长先生他讲过，上个世纪60年代以后，北方国家的产业资本的利润率是下降，有一个危机。后来在新自由主义的政策主导下，他们把产业可能都转移到一些新兴国家。使得这个利润率有很大的回升，但是北方国家它又优化成一个金融资本主义国家，这是前天徐宇生教授他所讲的。那么这个北方的金融资本主义国家，正在经历着危机，从信贷危机到主权债务危机，他说可能下一步是会衍生为货币危机。但他最后结论是说，发展中国家会受害。但是我想问您的是，如果这个核心的北方国家，它货币危机会不会最终会导致您在图上所表示的那样一个全球生产体系的解体？ 因为我是觉得，和北方核心国家的货币危机，如果它不能有足够的消费保证的话，这个生产体系的产业资本是不能有利润的。如果它没有这个体系解体的话，我觉得，是不是可以为我们世界公认无产阶级的革命有一个促进作用？谢谢。
Shall we start this way? That's
Right, thank you. The Center for African Studies have we call PKU, Peking University Afro Inform. It's a weekly electronic news week. And on one side, state criticism towards the China's. I said China has everything in Africa except a strategy. And that's a criticism and caused a lot of response from the readers, also from the government. But anyway, what I want to say, response to my Gambian friend is that so far there are some policies, concrete policies, but for my view, there is no strategy yet. First, I criticize civil